thank you so much for everyone being here to celebrate Donate Life Month, and I'm excited to be here. Actually, I'm happy to be able to be here because people have donated life to me. Now, there's thousands and thousands of stories, actually millions of stories of lives that have been saved by donations, but I'm only expert on one of those stories, which is mine, so I should probably tell that one. So my story started a long, long time ago in a city not so far away. Actually, it's not that long ago. It was only 40 years ago in Waukesha. I got really sick. I was extremely sick. I was in the hospital and discovered I had type 1 diabetes, also known as juvenile diabetes or insulin-dependent diabetes. And at the same time, they discovered I had a birth defect. I had a kidney and a kidney bean. It was basically a deformed kidney that was working backwards and was refluxing, basically taking poison back into my body and damaging the other kidney. So what they had to do is take that kidney out, and so I had one kidney and type 1 diabetes, which is not a great combination because many of you probably know one of the number one causes of kidney failure is diabetes. The other is high blood pressure, so if you want to maintain your kidneys and your heart, make sure you take care of your blood pressure and try to manage your diabetes and try not to become a type 2 diabetic. But so me as a child, I was dealt some cards. There you go, you're a type 1 diabetic and you have some complications, deal with insulin, and one would throw in, you have one kidney. Horrible combination, good luck with that. Well, luckily, we can't always control the cards we're dealt in life, but we can control how we play them. So for me, with the help of my family, my friends, co-workers, healthcare providers, I was able to extend the life of my one kidney while having diabetes for about 40 years. But every year throughout my life, kidney was going worse and worse, and about after 40 years, I was going towards kidney failure. So I was talking to my nephrologist, Dr. Sajad, he said, you're gonna need a transplant or you're gonna go up on dialysis. I got a plan. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find a live donor. I'm gonna get that kidney and I'm never gonna go on dialysis. That's my plan, I thought. So as soon as I left my nephrologist, I texted one of my friends from 7th grade because throughout my life, when people found out I had one kidney, he said, hey, if you ever need a kidney, let me know. Noted, I keep that. They might have been kidding, but you have one kidney? You don't take that as a joke. So I texted my friend who said that first, and he was on board. He started going through the process, and 13 other people wanted to help donate a kidney to me. I was shocked that I had that many friends. All these people wanted to donate life to me, and in the meantime, they're going through the process. They're getting screened, they're doing everything they have to do, and I'm getting sicker and sicker. At work, I'm acting like a cat, which that means, I don't know if you have cats, but cats randomly vomit throughout the day. That's what I was doing at work. I always made it to the bathroom, but I was getting sick, randomly vomiting. Eventually, I was on dialysis. I was feeling better with dialysis, but my 12 or 13 people who wanted to donate were not able to. None of them could not donate to me, and it's not because they're an exact match. That is a misconception. You do not have to be an exact match to donate a kidney. There's a lot of scientific things behind the scenes, and also you can do something that's called pair donation, where my friend donates to someone else he matches, and that person's friend donates to me, or donates to them, and it donates. It's like a big kidney swap, but very scientific and not so flea market-ish. It's way more scientific. So none of the flea market didn't work for me. I didn't have any donors who could donate to me that were live. So I got on a new path. I was on waiting for a kidney for about 2-ish, 3-ish years, and I was on a new path of kidney pancreas. So a deceased donor could give me a kidney and a pancreas. The kidney to do all the kidney stuff, the pancreas to take care of the insulin. I was excited about that, and I was waiting for about 2 months. I was at home. I was in the living room with my son Sam, and my wife just left to go outside because she needed to get away from us. She needed what she calls, I just need 20 minutes. Sam and I are extroverts. We both love to talk, and Jenny is an introvert. She doesn't want us to talk at all. So she went outside to get her 20 minutes, and I get a call, and I look at it and say, hey Sam, get your mom. I think this may be a kidney. So he runs outside. She's wearing headphones, and I'm talking. I take the call, and it is a kidney pancreas offer. So I'm talking to them, asking questions. They're asking me questions. Sam's outside chasing Jenny down and said, Daddy has a kidney, Daddy has a kidney. And she's just hearing. So, and she said, I just need 20 minutes, Sam. I'll be right back. And finally, she takes out the headphones. She runs back in, and I'm doing the call. We're making the plans. Immediately after I'm done with the call, I go to church and I pray, and I go to work. I go to work because I'm going to be gone for a few months, and I'm doing paperwork, making sure things can be covered. And I call my boss, and she says, what are you doing working? You're crazy. So my boss, Francis, kind of got me to stop working. And before I left work, what I do every day at work is I do a joke of the day. It's on a whiteboard. People look at the joke, and there's a joke up here, punchline up here. So I wanted everyone to know what was happening to me. So the joke I wrote that day before I left, this is Saturday afternoon, was, what do you call it when a kidney moves its garden? Transplant. So I was basically, joke's not funny, but I thought it was hilarious when I was leaving. Transplant, I was going for a transplant, and I wrote a joke on top of the head, leaving. So I go to surgery on Monday. I do all this stuff behind the scenes. So I go to sleep, they do the surgery, zip, ka-chunk. I'm guessing that's how it happened. I was asleep. I don't really know what happened during the surgery. So I wake up, and they tell me, hey, your kidney's working great. We're going to keep giving you insulin because the pancreas hasn't kicked in yet. So eventually the pancreas does not kick in. They have to take me back into surgery. So I go back to sleep, and zip, zip, ka-chunk. As you can see, they had to take the pancreas out. The pancreas was not working. It had a blood clot. So I did not have the pancreas. I had the kidney, and I was crushed. There was a nurse, I was crying. There was a nurse there named Rachel. She got me through it. Dr. Dunn and her team and everyone got me through it, saying, hey, if we find another pancreas before you heal, we'll put it in. And it was so I had a week in the hospital. I left a Sunday afternoon. I had to come back Monday morning for my post-transplant meeting, where your first day talking about stuff, making sure everything's going good. But before the appointment starts, Dr. Dunn comes in and says, Daniel, I think she called me Daniel, we have a pancreas for you. I was shocked. I didn't know what to say. I almost said no because I just rejected. I got rid of a pancreas. I'm going to go through surgery again, and maybe it may not work. But my nephrologist, transplant nephrologist, Dr. Thomas, was there, and he said, Dan, this is the Ferrari of pancreases. You may have to go through another week of recovery. You may have to go through surgery, or you're going to have a long time that pancreas giving you insulin. So I said yes. So I went back into surgery. I went to sleep. Zip, ka-chunk. And it worked. I got the pancreas working. Things were going great. I'm not vomiting at work. I had recovery. Everything's going good. I'm able to do stuff with my son again because I'm not on dialysis at night. My life was good, and that's basically a 40-year story mixed about around 10 minutes. But I gotta say, that's not my story. I'm just alive to tell the story of two people who died and donated life to me. It's their story. And before I got here last week, my mom said, oh, you're so brave. You're an inspiration. I said, I'm not brave. I'm not brave at all. I'm just some random sick guy that was blessed and lucky enough for two people who died to donate their organs to me. I do have a quick story of some heroes out there. One hero from college, Ryan Ringhand, he died in his 30s, and he's always an advocate for donating life. And when he died, he donated his heart, his kidneys, and other organs, and saved several lives. And another hero is his wife, Jen Ringhand. And one more hero I'm going to mention real quick is Dick Garchinsky. Dick Garchinsky was very sick. He died in his 50s. He had multiple organs fail. He was going blind. He died, and they asked his son Ivan if he could donate organs, and Ivan was shocked. He's completely sick. All his organs are shot. What do you mean you want his organs? So we can use his skin. So Ivan agreed, donated his skin, and skin is our #1 protection against disease. It's like a shield. So Dick Garchinsky was also a save lives. So there's a couple of heroes that I mentioned, but all of you can be heroes. Maybe you're heroes now by donating blood. You had a hero who donated a kidney. You can donate a kidney to a random person. You can choose to donate life once you die. Or you can just tell the story. Tell stories to others, inspire them to donate. Another thing is you might become some random sick guy, a random sick person where you may need blood, you may need organs, you may need tissues. So you can be a hero, you can inspire others. So that's what I'd say. I remind you, my name is Dan Michaels. I'm just some random sick guy that was blessed by 2 people giving their organs to me. So I want to thank you for listening to their story that I was able to tell because they kept me alive. Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. Truly a great story.